Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. My name's Matthew Domingo Huchin, and I am a little about myself. I come from a long line of laborers. My father and his father worked with their hands ever since they were able to bear the duty of responsibility. I look up to them because they were never concerned with the earthly treasures of the world, only to do what is required of them each day. I take deep pride and gratefulness from them. Through their hard work and loyalty to God, I have been allowed to see how great men conduct themselves. I dedicate this speech to them as I give appreciation for those who have come before me. Without them, I am nothing. I hope to pass my knowledge of what I have learned to those who will listen. I'm a senior that's currently working in commercial assurance, specifically independence. I'm sure some of you've probably seen my pings. It's asking you to confirm your independence. Or your email's been flooded with independence confirmations. We do appreciate you responding to those in a timely manner. Trust me, we have to scramble to find some responses sometimes, and we do appreciate when y'all respond as soon as possible. So thank you for that. Today I'll be sharing the power of overcoming adversity. All I ask of you is for your full attention and focus. As the tool I'm about to share with you, perceived at face value, can be neglected and underutilized. Before I go on this message, I just want to thank EY and everyone who will help set up this event. I encourage those of you in the audience that have had that temptation to jump in and speak. I encourage you to take that leap of faith. You can learn a lot about yourself when you put yourself in uncomfortable positions. I certainly have. When I got out of high school, I wasn't sure what I was going to do in life. Honestly, I was very stupid. And I think we can all be honest about that, right? I had a lot of things going through my head. I was going through a relationship that I wasn't sure I wanted to stay in, and I was having problems at home. My brother left the Marine Corps 6 months before I graduated. And that was hard for me because he was my big brother. I followed him with his instruction, and to have him not there, be there, it made me, understand that I got to make a path for myself. So I decided to join the Marine Corps as well. I joined the United States Marine Corps Reserves. I called my recruiter, the same one as my brother. Like I said, I was going through a lot, so as soon as I had made that decision to go, I called my recruiter and he said, hey, we can get you out in a week. So less than a month before I graduated, I left to the Marine Corps, went to MCRD in San Diego. I just picked whatever job they told me to, and they said infantry. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Like mortar, they said I was gonna be a mortarman, and I thought they said mortarman, like working on vehicles. Mortar is actually mortar as a infantry artillery, moving with heavy equipment through the mountains. That was not what I thought it was. So, I remember I took my first steps to those yellow footsteps. I remember the drill instructor had a deep respect for that. The uniform was well detailed, right? It was ironed out. There was no creases. It was a certain image that they put in us as soon as we saw them, right? If you were to see it, if you were to perceive it as intimidating, you wouldn't see the true meaning of them. Right? Everything they did had a meaning to it. Excuse me. Everything had a deep meaning to it. As I continue, the state of the world today is alarming to say the least. With growing tensions across the world, it's hard not to live in a state of constant worry. War and famine are prevalent across areas outside of the United States. Men from their respective homelands are fighting for the sake of their lineage. Their backs straightened by the waves of history. At any moment, everything they have worked for can be wiped away. We should withhold our judgment for that, regardless of who is right and who is wrong, and show deep respect for the sacrifices they are making, because our country could easily be as there. We could be in that situation at any moment. So we should take appreciation in that. Moreover, that doesn't even begin to cover the struggles that you and I face every day. Right? We as the common man may feel helpless to this. How do we go through our days with diligence and comfort when the balance of good and evil is in a constant shift to overtake each other. When the daily stressors of life flood our minds with confusion and anxiety. We can do so by seeking refuge in our own minds. Block out the noise through meditation. Inhale in your lungs the blessings of life that has allowed us to breathe. Appreciate the fact that the sun comes out every day and we are allowed to work through sight. When someone has done you wrong, be slow to anger. When life has dealt you an unfortunate hand, do not see it as unfortunate. If we perceive it as unfortunate, it will be unfortunate. Learn from it, right? Be like the samurai that when dealt with stress and anxiety and the weight of the world, they go into their mind through meditation. We can bear empathy with those because we are capable of the actions they have taken. Perception is key. The thoughts of understanding are derived from continual practice of meditation and mindfulness. I stand before you, nervous, scared, yet I have sat here to show you the power of meditation by blocking out the noise. Right? When life is distracting you from what you believe in, close your eyes. Seek that pose. Seek refuge in your own mind. Doing so will allow you to deal with whatever you're going with, right? Perception of the world, the things of the world, if we allow them to come to our mind, they will affect us. I want to end with one quote that's been helping me out for the past couple of years, ever since I started working here. It's a quote from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. It's been helping me out because I've been dealing with a lot of actions of the world, right? Consequences of the world, like things I can't control, but I can control how I react to them. So I want to share that with you, and maybe it'll change your life, just as it did for me. The quote goes as follows. You say, it's unfortunate this has happened to me. No, it's fortunate that this has happened to me and I have remained unharmed by it, not shattered by the present or frightened by the future. It could have happened to anybody, but not everyone could have remained unharmed by it. Now think about that. If we allow these things to affect us, they will affect us. That being said, I want to give deep gratitude to EY for everything they have done for me. I've learned a lot in these 2 years, a lot. I remember my executive director, Nomer Montes, he gave me an opportunity to work here, and I've learned a lot from it. Just past that 2 years, I was a landscaper. I was cutting 16 to 24 yards a day by myself. I remember the depression I went through because I felt like that was the only thing that I was worth, right? Cutting the grass, going to these people's houses, having little to no social interaction with anybody, right? I was pondering in my mind everything, right? So EY gave me that chance. EY gave me a purpose within these 2 years. And I've learned a lot through networking, soft skills, and just meeting great people. I've never met great people such as you all in front of me. Getting to connect with y'all and hear y'all's stories, it motivates me every day to improve on who I am. And I thank EY for that. That being said, this is a chapter that I must close. I will move on from EY, but I will always remember what EY has done for me. And I encourage you to take the message I have sent you and receive it with your ears. Thank you very much.
Great speech, Domingo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that will be our last.